Buried screams inside my smile.
Nobody noticed,
Nobody asked.
so I learned how to survive.
Alone.
There were nights I stared at ceilings like they owed me an explanation. Prayed so many times my knees memorized desperation. People only love your story after they see celebration, but disappear the moment life starts handing out devastation. I carried wounds that couldn't fit inside a photograph. Smiled in public, then broke apart the second people walked past. Every handshake felt colder than the last, because trust doesn't die once, it dies slow, piece by piece, until your heart forgets how to relax. Everybody told me keep your head up, nobody off your shoulders.
Everybody loved the victory speech.
Nobody stayed through the boulders.
I became my own rescue mission. No backup, no applause, just another broken soul trying to convince himself he wasn't already lost.
Pain became fluent, I stopped needing subtitles. The darkest chapters of my life ended up becoming my survival titles.
I walk through the hurt, walk through the pain. Every scar reminds me I survived the rain. Nobody came, nobody knew, so I became the proof. You can rebuild what's broken when nobody rebuilds you.
Do you know what silence sounds like when you're begging heaven to answer? It's louder than thunder. I watch dreams collapse. One paycheck, one heartbreak, one funeral, one goodbye at a time. People only notice me after I learned how to hide my tears. Funny how they call you strong after watching you bleed for years. Every disappointment added another brick until my chest became a prison, and my heartbeat forgot freedom existed. But quitting never fit inside my vocabulary, because every time they buried me, it accidentally planted a seed. Now I'm growing
From places
that almost became my grave.
I walk through the hurt, walk through the pain. Every scar reminds me I survived the rain. Nobody came, nobody knew, so I became the proof you can rebuild what's broken when nobody rebuilds you.
Sometimes I envy people who never met anxiety, who never had conversations with mirrors at 3 in the morning, who never questioned if tomorrow would finally feel different. I lost friends, lost confidence, lost pieces of myself, trying to become enough for people who were never planning to stay. So I stopped chasing acceptance, stopped explaining my heart, stopped shrinking my soul to fit inside someone else's comfort. If my journey makes people uncomfortable, maybe it's because
the truth refuses to whisper.
maybe
You found the song because you're carrying invisible weight too,
maybe you smiled today.
while secretly falling apart.
If that's you,
Stay.
you're not the only one who's walked through darkness. Listen, the strongest people are the ones who never cry. They're the ones who keep moving while their hearts are breaking quietly. Every scar I carry is evidence that pain couldn't negotiate my surrender. Every tear became another page inside the testimony. I never wanted to write. They thought isolation would destroy me. Instead it introduced me to the version of myself that refuses to quit. If life knocks me down tomorrow,
I'll get up again,
not because it gets easier,
because I already survived.
everything I once believed would finish me.
If nobody told you today,
I'm proud you made it this far.
even if nobody clapped,
Even if
even if nobody stayed,
keep walking.
one day
The road that hurt you,
will become the story that heals someone else.
and before you leave, tell me this in the comments.
What's one pain you survived that made you stronger?
Your story might be the reason someone else
Doesn't give up today.
I stopped asking, why is this happening to me? And started asking, what is this trying to build inside of me? Because every broken promise forced me to stop depending on people. Every closed door made me search for one that nobody else could lock.
I remember birthdays, nobody remembered. Phone calls, nobody answered.
Messages
That stayed unseen long enough to teach me exactly where I stood. It's crazy.
the people who once promised forever can become strangers without ever saying goodbye.
I blame myself.
Wondered if I talked too much, loved too hard, trusted too fast. Maybe I expected loyalty from people who only understood convenience. So I learned not everybody who walks beside you is walking with you.
Some people are only measuring
how long it'll take before you fall.
I fell, but I got up before they could celebrate.
Depression doesn't always scream, sometimes
It whispers,
it tells you nobody would notice if you disappeared. It convinces you that your smile is fooling everyone, but deep down, you're exhausted.
not from working, from pretending everything is okay. I've laughed while my chest was collapsing, celebrated victories I didn't even feel.
Told everybody
I'm good,
while secretly wondering how much longer I could carry everything alone.
pain is strange, it teaches lessons nobody volunteers to learn. But once you survive it,
You stop fearing storms.
because you've already survived the hurricane.
People love to say,
Everything happens for a reason,
but they never say it.
while you're sitting on your bedroom floor,
Trying to gather pieces,
pieces of a life you don't even recognize anymore.
they say,
Stay strong,
like strength doesn't come with sleepless nights, like courage
doesn't shake like faith.
never ask questions.
The truth, I doubted myself, I doubted tomorrow. I even doubted whether heaven still remember my name. But somehow every morning my heart kept beating, even when my hope almost didn't.
Maybe that's what miracles look like.
Not perfect lives, just people who refuse to stop breathing.
Success never introduced itself. Failure did again
And again,
and again.
every rejection
Added another chapter. Every betrayal sharpened another instinct. Every lonely night built another layer of the person standing here today.
people only see confidence now,
They don't see the panic attacks, the silent breakdowns, the prayers,
spoken through tears.
the moments I almost convinced myself to quit forever.
If I had, I'd never meet the version of me standing in front of fear instead of running from it.
Sometimes the
Greatest comeback is simply surviving.
long enough to become it. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with every disappointment you've ever lived through. Now imagine
Nobody else can see it, that's how invisible pain feels.
you smile,
You work,
you show up,
but inside
you're dragging a lifetime.
nobody knows exists, and still you keep moving. Not because you're fearless,
Because stopping would hurt.
even more. So every step became rebellion, every breath became resistance, every heartbeat became proof that pain couldn't negotiate my surrender. If this is the chapter where everyone leaves,
Then let them leave.
if this is the season,
Where doors keep closing,
then let them close. Because I finally realized,
my value was never determined by who stayed.
or who walked away,
The people who overlooked me,
accidentally introduced me to my purpose,
the people who abandoned me.
forced me to become someone who could survive alone.
And today I don't wear my
Scars like shame,
I wear them like medals.
earned on battlefields nobody else survived.
One day someone will hear this song.
Sitting alone in their darkest night,
Maybe they're questioning life.
maybe they're questioning themselves,
Maybe they've already cried.
until no tears remain.
If that's you, listen carefully.
The fact you're still here,
Means your story isn't over.
your pain,
Isn't your identity.
your failure,
Isn't your future.
your heartbreak.
Isn't your ending.
One day,
Everything you survive will become evidence.
that impossible can still breathe.
So keep walking,
Keep believing, keep fighting,
because one day
you'll look back,
not at what almost destroyed you.
but at what made you unbreakable.
Now tell me in the comments,
What was the hardest season of your life?
and what lesson did it? Trying to convince my reflection that tomorrow is still worth chasing. I wore confidence like a borrowed jacket. It looked good from a distance, but underneath everything was freezing. I learned how to laugh at jokes while my soul was asking for help.
I became so good at hiding pain.
People started calling me the strong one.
If strength means crying in the shower so nobody hears,
then yeah, I guess I became strong. They never saw the fight. Everybody celebrates the finish line. Nobody applauds the nights you almost didn't make it there. They never saw the tears on the steering wheel, the prayers that sounded more like arguments, the fear that followed me like a shadow I couldn't outrun. Every sunrise felt borrowed, every heartbeat felt like another chance I didn't deserve. Yet somehow I kept breathing. Pain never lied to me.
People did. Pain never promised forever. People did. Pain never shook my hand just to stab my back later.
People did.
That's why I stopped expecting the world to carry me.
I built my foundation on lessons, not opinions, because opinions fade.
But scars never forget.
I stopped chasing people. I wasted years trying to be enough for people who already decided I never would be. I changed my personality, my priorities, even my dreams, just to fit inside rooms that were never built for someone like me. One day I got tired.
Stop knocking.
Stop begging.
Stop shrinking.
If they can't see my worth, that's their blindness.
Not my value.
When God was quiet, I won't lie, there were nights I questioned heaven. Wondered if my prayers hit the ceiling and fell back down. Wondered if God was disappointed in me or simply distant. But looking back, maybe silence wasn't abandonment. Maybe he was building strength
that answers can never teach. Sometimes faith looks like walking without seeing the road. I became my own
rescue. Nobody arrived to save me.
No miracle phone call.
No perfect opportunity.
No dramatic breakthrough.
Just another sunrise
asking me
if I was gonna quit or keep
moving.
So I stood up.
Not because I felt ready, because staying down started hurting more. Every small step became another victory. Every setback became another chapter, until one day the person waiting to be rescued
became the rescuer.
Became the rescuer.
Became the rescuer.
Became the rescuer.
Yeah. You ever smile just so people won't ask questions? You ever say,
I'm fine,
because explaining would take too long? That's where I lived. Behind fake laughs, quick conversations, and empty promises that tomorrow would magically feel different. The weight wasn't on my shoulders, it was inside my chest. Invisible, constant, heavy enough to make breathing feel like work.
Everybody counted me out, even sometime me. Failure knew my address, disappointment knew my name. Heartbreak had permanent access to my life.
But every time life buried me,
it forgot something seeds are buried too.
You can't stop growth
by putting it underground.
You only take
where it begins today.
I'm not standing here
because life became easy.
I'm standing here
because I refused
to let pain
break my final sentence.
If you're still here,
maybe this song found you on the exact day you were thinking about giving up. If so,
don't ignore that. Maybe this isn't coincidence.
Maybe you needed someone who understands what invisible battles feel like. I don't know your story, but I know this.
If your heart is still beating,
then purpose
is still breathing.
Don't let one bad chapter convince you the whole book is ruined.
Turn the page.
The next one might be the chapter that changes everything.
And if the song sounds like your story,
tell me below.
What battle did you have to fight alone
that made you stronger? Your words could become hope for someone.
He carried the weight of everyone's expectations while forgetting he had dreams of his own. He apologized for existing, stayed quiet to keep the peace, accepted less because he believed less was all he deserved. But pain has a strange way of introducing you to the version of yourself comfort could never create. Every scar turned into another sentence. Every setback turned into another lesson. Every lonely road taught me how to walk without waiting for company. Now when I look in the mirror, I don't see a broken man, I see a survivor who refused to let suffering become a surname. If today is your worst day, maybe today feels heavier than yesterday. Maybe tomorrow looks impossible from where you're standing. Maybe you've smiled so much for everyone else that you've forgotten what your real smile even feels like. I understand, because I've lived inside those moments. I've watched clocks move without hope moving with them. I begged for answers that never came. I stood in rooms full of people and still felt completely alone. But here's when nobody told me you don't have to win every battle. You just have to survive long enough to fight another one. Sometimes getting out of bed is victory. Sometimes breathing is courage. Sometimes existing is enough. Life tried to convince me that pain would always be the loudest voice inside my head. But healing doesn't arrive like lightning. It arrives like sunrise, quietly, slowly, almost unnoticed, until one day you realize the memories don't hurt the way they used to. The tears don't fall as often, the weight feels lighter. Not because the past disappeared, because you became stronger than the past. Storms don't last forever, but survivors, they do. One day people won't remember how many times I failed. They'll remember how many times I got back up. They won't remember how often I cried. They'll remember that I kept speaking, even when my voice was shaking. Because courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to keep walking while fear is screaming for you to stop. Every scar I carry today is proof that yesterday didn't defeat me. Every tear became ink, every heartbreak became music. Every lonely night became another reason someone else won't have to suffer alone. If my pain can become someone else's hope, then none of it was wasted. For years I kept running from memories, running from failure, running from people who never loved me the way I loved them. But eventually I got tired, not physically, spiritually. So I stopped, turned around, looked pain directly in the eyes. And for the first time it looked smaller than I remembered. Maybe fear only grows when we keep walking away from it. Maybe freedom begins the moment we decide to face what almost destroyed us. That's exactly what I did. And somehow the chains started breaking, one link at a time. If you've listened this far, thank you. Not because you heard my words, because you understood the silence between them. Maybe we have different names, different stories, different scars, but pain speaks the same language to all of us at home. There's truth, so promise me something when life tries to convince you that you're finished. Remember this song, remember that someone else walked through darkness and kept walking. Not because they couldn't feel pain, but because hey, couldn't stop purpose. My greatest victory, my greatest victory wasn't making money, wasn't proving people wrong, wasn't finally hearing applause. My greatest victory was surviving the version of myself that wanted to quit. Every morning I wake up now is another reminder that the darkest chapter never became the final page. So if you're listening and you're barely holding on, borrow my belief until yours comes back. Borrow my hope until yours starts breathing again. And when that day comes, don't keep it to yourself. Reach back, lift someone else, because that's how broken people become builders. That's how survivors become leaders. That's how pain loses. Before the song ends, I want to hear from you. What battle did you walk through alone? And what kept you going when nobody else was there? Read someone else's story too. You might find a reminder that none of us are fighting completely alone.